Welcome everyone to the Black Hat Hacking series. So in this video, we're going to start a topic named as phishing. So I hope you'll all be aware with the phishing, and I hope in your life, minimum one time, you have heard a term named as phishing. Now what phishing means is basically it's not like you catch a fish nearby to a pond. Obviously, as it's a term. The phishing means fake websites or fake web pages looking like real. And they're just a trap to catch people's usernames, passwords, banking information, credit cards, etc. So for example, if you see, this is an example, it's a page which is totally looking like a PayPal, but if you see on the top, it's not PayPal, it's PAPAI. Looks like a PayPal, but it's PAP, PAYPAI. Last character is only one, his which is changed. But the rest everything looks like so original that it have that confirm your card for the shop and with the PayPal right away. See? So this is the top link which actually you'll be sending to people as emails to you'll send to thousands of people daily, and everyone nowadays use PayPal. So you'll be sending them that, hello, and we are from the PayPal, and we have seen an unauthorized activity in your account, so please log in with your account and confirm your credit card again, so that we'll be able to verify you. So that if the person clicks the link, he actually goes to the phishing page. He puts his credit card number, his banking information, or what type of phishing page you have made depends upon that, and he submits. Once he submits, the information actually goes to the hacker. And then the person is actually redirected to the real PayPal. And he sees just a message that thank you for putting your information, now you're safe. But now actually you're not safe, you're hacked now. So that's what actually a phishing is. It's fake websites, fake web pages looking like real, and they're just made catch the inputs of the victim. Maybe his credit cards, maybe his usernames, passwords, etc. Anything. So in this video, we'll cover about an automatic phishing technique. There are so many videos we will be making on the phishing because I'll show you how to create your manual phishing pages, how to upload them over the real hosting so that your hosting, your website would also look like the same way as it is right now. And then I'll also show you some advanced phishing in which just people clicks a link in your email and his email ID automatically gets filled. So in that case, he will trust more that where he is entering the password, they already know him. So we'll be on that later, but let's start with the very basic baby steps for the phishing. So for that, you have to go to anomor.com, as you can see on the website, anomor.com, where you have to go to sign up and create account there. It's Arabic website, but most of the things are there in English. I go to home, and I already have an account, so I log in. So if you see, it's logging. And if you notice, they have hundreds of phishing pages already created, like of Gmail, Facebook, Skype, everything. They have already made it for you. Like if I open this is the 4th page. And it opens like this way. This is like an email and password of a phishing link. I can also open maybe this one, Facebook Pro, protect Facebook. So we see Facebook security. So you just need to send this link to your victim, and if he fills his username and password, or maybe this link, any page you look, okay, you copy its link and send it to your victim. And if the victim fills any username and password, maybe john@gmail.com, password maybe 122456. If he clicks it, and that's it, he's gone. What you have to do is, you just have to go to My Victims, and you'll see IP address of the victim, when the date he filled, the username and the password he filled, and on which page he filled on the Protect Facebook one. It means it's a Facebook username and password. So it's a very simple, that you just see any page looking like, and you send it to them. And if you see they have a Yahoo page, they have us, Yahoo. It's so they have all the phishing pages, ask page. Just need to copy the link and send it to people. So hundreds of pages, pre-built, and easy to use, simple. So in the next videos, what we will be covering is, we'll cover about how to create manually, like right here. You will not see a phishing page of a bike. Maybe of American Express, maybe of a Chase Bank, or maybe any credit card, or so that you do not know actually right now that how to create your own phishing page. By changing few of the codes, you do not have that knowledge. So what we will do in the next video is, we will create a phishing page from scratch, and we will make a fake server as well on our own, where you'll be able to see what are the things you have to change and make your own phishing page looking like original. And I hope you liked the first series of the phishing, and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. So welcome to Black Hat Hacking Series. So in this video, we'll cover topic 2 of phishing, in which we will learn how to create the manual phishing pages and how to create your own dummy server in your VMware. So why we need a server? As you know, whenever you open gmail.com, facebook.com, the Gmail server replies you back with the page, Facebook server replies you back. So a dynamic website, a PHP website, can only work over a server. It needs a server. So obviously, after building a phishing page, we have to upload it over a cPanel or a real server over the internet, which we can buy maybe in $5 per month. But before we upload it, maybe we have to test it. So what we can do is we can make our VMware as a dummy server, in which we can test our phishing page, that is it working fine or no. So for the test perspective, we'll test here. We'll make a manual page by changing few lines of code into a real page. And then we'll make our Windows 7, this Windows attacker, as a fake dummy web server, in which we'll put that page and we'll test it. And then in the next video, I'll show you how you upload the same page over a real server, and you'll be able to target the whole world. So this is a software named XAMPP, which would be there, I think, in your toolkit. Or it's also free to download from the Google even. You just install it, and it will make your computer as a web server. So we have to uncheck few of the things which are not required. Next. So it will take few minutes to install. So it's finished. Now we have to start our Apache by clicking Start and Database. That's it. Now our computer is working as a web server. So let's see what's the IP address of the Windows 7. Let me fix it. We go to C drive, XAMPP, at tdocs. So this is the folder. Delete everything here. Let's make a very small web page here. I open Notepad. Just do HTML. And I save it on the desktop, maybe index.html. So I copy this page and I put it here in the tsx. Now if we type the IP and enter, It shows this is a test page. It's same like if you type google.com and the Google opens in front of you. We don't have a name right now. It's a dummy web server. So we just type its IP. And whatever the website remains there, it opens in front of the victim. So the point is, this Windows attacker is acting as a server now. Any type of website would be there that would be served to everyone who'll try to access. So now we will even delete it. And let's refresh here. There will be nothing. The server is empty. And we have to create a phishing page now. We'll go to facebook.com. And once the page is loaded finished, right-click, save page as, with the name of index, on the desktop, and save it. So we have index page. I copy it, both the things, and we paste it here. Now if we refresh, we can see a Facebook page. But it's a real page right now. Even if I double-click, it's a Facebook page. We just saved this page and we put it in the attdocs folder. attdocs is a web folder in our XAMPP, in the C drive XAMPP attdocs we'll be having. Here we have to put our website. Now one thing you have to know, that wherever you enter something, we call it a form, into a web language. And every form have action, like login. Behind this login button there is action. Behind this registration form there's a sign up button. There would be action. Action means that send all your details to the Facebook. So what we just have to do is, we just have to change the action behind login page, that whenever someone fill a username and password and click login, then rather than sending the username and password to real Facebook, just save it in our computer and redirect the user to the real Facebook. Simple. So let's edit this index page with the Notepad++. I click word wrap so everything would be shrunk and would be visible in one box. Then I Control F and search for action equal to end. And if you see in the action, there is a Facebook link. And I slid the link. And here I can type any PHP file. Name maybe like abc.php. We have to create this file as well. So whatever name you put here, that file name we have to create. I just save. So what happens now is, anytime I use fill a username and password and click login, this page will send the username and password to abc.php. Now let's create abc.php. We have already a phishing page. And this one have a PHP file, so we just take it from there. And I paste it here in the Veracity docs, and I give the name abc.php. So this index, whenever we fill the details, we will give it to index, and where index will give to abc.php. Now what abc.php will do with your username and password? So what it will first do is, it will first save it in the username and password in the log.txt. And then it will redirect the user to Facebook Marketer. Save. So it will first save it in the notepad, your username and password, then it will redirect the user to real Facebook. That's it. Now let's test. Refresh. Now someone will enter a username and password, maybe John at the yahoo.com, password 1234556. If we click login, the page will send the username and password to abc.php. And what abc.php will do, it will first save it into a notepad and then it will redirect me to the real Facebook. like this. Maybe you will think that, oh, why I'm not logged in? You think, okay, maybe I typed the wrong password. You type it again, and then you log in, and you'll be logged in. Would you not know that username and password was trapped before? You just go on server, and you'll see a log file is created automatically by this PHP file, and you'll see it have a username and password. So that's a manual phishing that you just need to change the action. So whether it's a back page or whether it's anything, you just need to look for an action. Behind a login form, you change the action, some PHP, and in that PHP, you give in which file name it have to save and where it have to redirect. And that's it. Your phishing page is ready. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. Welcome to Black Hat Hacking Series. So in this video, we'll discuss about how to upload your phishing pages over the internet over a cPanel. Now, if you remember in the last video, we have discussed about how to make manual phishing pages with the very basic ones, like with the example of Facebook we have learned with. And if you remember the page, we were having a normal page in which we have changed the action. And we have also made a PHP file, which saves every username and password into a TXT, and then it redirects the victim to the original website. So if you see, this is our Facebook page. But you cannot make it work till the point you do not upload it over the internet. So for that, we need two things. One, a domain like google.com, like facebook.com. We need something relevant to your phishing page. For example, if you're making a bank phishing page, so there will be like onlinebank.com. So something there would be similar kind of name you have to buy. And then we also need to buy a server space, which we also call a cPanels basically, where we will be able to save our files. So there are too many sites basically for the online hosting and cPanels and domains. But there's one I'm going to show you with where you can pay through Bitcoins as well. Like it's QHosta.
.com.
So what you have to do is you have to first go to domains and give any domain which you prefer. Like, for example, any irrelevant. I'm just typing right now like wargold.com. Anything you prefer, and it says available. If you show google.com, Facebook, if it would be occupied already, it will show you unavailable. So if it's available, yes, you can order now, and it costs $10 per year. It's always per year basis. So you just order now. Now this is just a domain. We also need to add hosting. So rather than buying hosting separately, we can add it here as well. Click here to add. And the very basic plan starts from $7. We can also add it. Okay, let's start with the first one, mini. Okay. Use this domain which we already used. Continue. And your hosting is also added. Use for 6 months because there will be no setup fee. The domain we are buying for 1 year. And the hosting we are buying for 6 months. So if you see, hosting is $14 for 6 months. And the website we are buying, walkgold.com, for $10. So total is $25 almost, which you can fill this thing. And you can pay with any method like Bitcoin, PayPal, Perfect Money, Web Money, with anything. There's hundreds of payment methods there. And just finish and activate. For that, you also need to fill this thing. And that's it. And once it would be ready, you just need to, go and log in your account. It would be there. So let me show you now. I have already there. We have a domain named as centricgold.com, which one of my students have it. So if you see Hello Centric, here you can log in and everything. And it's enabled. So would not need to do anything with the domain. Let's go with the services. So here if you see in the services, we also have the hosting for mini hosting for centricgold.com, which was for $14 for 6 months. And we can go here and view details of the hosting and go to cPanel. And this is your cPanel for centricgold.com. Now, either you can go to File Manager, I can open a new tab, and we always go to public_HTML folder. I click it, and this is your area where you have to upload. Select File. The My Documents, we have all of them. Like, I have to first upload this mail. Like, let me upload this mail.php first. So here you have to upload one by one. And if you see, one file is uploaded. But I do not recommend, uploading files online, because if your phishing page, your bank page is very big, you cannot upload it, one by one. It will take so much of time. Then what I'll suggest you is use FTP. You go to FTP accounts first. What you have to do is you just go to Google and type FileZilla download. Like this one. And you can install it, and it opens like this way. So a FileZilla is the FTP through which we can connect our cPanel through this software, in which you can upload the files by just drag and drop very quickly and simply. But first of all, you need to create an account here. Like, I can create it maybe gold with the name of anything, any name you want. Gold at the Ritz Central Gold. It's an FTP account, not an email account. I can have any password. And so remove the path, because we want by default path only, and create FTP account. So it's created gold at the rate. So I copy this thing, my username, delete all of them which I have before. So this is like you have the fresh, so you click a new site. I can give any name, hosting. And username is CentryGold, and the password which I just gave for this username and password. And what would be the host? So for the host, you just need to click on the Configure FTP Client. And here it tells you the server. The username is this, which we have already filled. And in the host, in the server, this is what you have to type, copy. And port is 21 by default. And that's it. You can just click connect. And here, all directory comes up. So here's the same public_HTML. And if you see, it shows your mail.php, which we just uploaded through File Manager. In the public_HTML, we uploaded through the browser. But here you have to do one by one, but in the FileZilla, you just see, I go to where I have the phishing page, I just select and drag and drop. If you see 30 files, they are total. Because if you see, there are so many things in the folder. And if you see 29, 3 files are successful, 4, 5, so it will automatically upload. So for the real websites, for the professional big websites, always FTP software, this FileZilla is being used to upload the higher-end databases, high-end files. They are never being uploaded one by one. It's almost done. Then we can go to our website, the one which we have bought, centricgold.com, copy, and paste and go. So if you see, on centricgold.com, we have a username and password. If you send this link now to someone anywhere in the world, and if they fill the username and password in the login, let me refresh. If you see, put it here, automatically a file will be created, log.txt, in which the username and password will go. Okay, so you can just right-click on that and view. You will be able to see your username and passwords on the server. I'll now do the full practical of it. Good. If I do it here, maybe, I could come into the highs of the hosting company that I'm doing something fishy, And I do not want to, lose this domain right now. Because, once we create phishing pages, Facebook, Gmail phishing pages are very common. So they comes into the eyes very quickly. So I do not want to, do it right now. Thecentricgold.com, maybe you can make a gold company's phishing page. Maybe you can make you can buy a domain with something, maggiebank.com, and you can make a Maggie Bank's phishing page like this way. So it will be less suspected because a hosting company would not be knowing that it's a fake page of a bank or you are the actually company who owns that bank. But obviously if you're making a Facebook phishing page, they'll be knowing you cannot own a Facebook. You're doing it for the phishing perspective. So that's why I'm not creating it complete. But once you fill the username and password, in your server in the file manager, you'll see a log file in which you'll see the username and password. The Facebook one was very simple. You just need to change the action and add a PHP file and it's ready. But most of the, back websites you go and something like that, there you just have to first enter an email. Like I would say John Pertled6. Then you have to enter the password, then sign in. So it's a multi-page phishing page. Here, by just only changing action will not work. And a lot of bank websites are something like that where they do not have even action. They have hidden everything in the source code. So there you need some special knowledge of web designing and phishing to recreate every type of phishing pages you want. So my point to say you is that after finishing this Black Hat series, I'm going to create a series of 30 videos only and only on web designing and phishing, that how you can learn to change your own codes, to write your own codes, and make your own professional phishing pages of any bank, or how to make any type of fake whole website as well. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to register for the next series on the phishing, which is going to arrive after this course, you could also contact me. I'll give my Jabber account and the email very soon in the videos, where you can contact me back and register for the next phishing series. I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching. So welcome to Black Hat Hacking series. So in this video, we'll be discussing about the email gathering. Now, why email gathering is very important. What is email gathering? As you have learned that how to create Trojans, how to create phishing pages, etc. Now, obviously, you have to target someone. You need business people to whom you can send your Trojans. You need business people to send you phishing links so that once they double click or once they fill your things, only then you'll be able to gain something back from them. Now, how you will send to them. What identity you need of them, obviously their emails. And from where you get their emails. By email gathering process. So the emails are very important. You must be having maybe 1 million business emails, 10,000 business emails, 100,000 business emails. We need them. Only then we can target them. So how we can gather them, basically, we have 3 methods to collect the emails. The one is one by one. Now you'll be thinking that do one, if you want to collect maybe 10,000 emails, do one by one will be working? Is it really a practical process? According to me, yes. Because in one by one, you'll actually be going on only the specific companies which is in your head. Maybe there is a very big shoe export company in China with the name of maybe ABC Exports. So they do a very well business. So what you can do is you just search for them and you gather their employee emails, who do the business on behalf of them. They keep on sitting in the office of the ABC Exports office. They sit there, they speak with the people in the abroad, they do the business, and then they take the funds in the company's account. So if you're able to hack their employees, you'll be able to monitor their transactions and you'll also be redirect the transactions in your account. So you don't need to actually gather 10,000 emails. Maybe ABC Exports just have 100 employees. You just gather their, 10, 20, 30 employees' emails. That's it. You just keep on targeting them, hack them, and do your job. So how you do that? You just create an account on LinkedIn where every business company and the employees are there. You just have to search for maybe any company. There is a Smart Data, for example. It's a company. And here you see all the 67 employees they have on the LinkedIn. and you can connect to any of them. You just click connect, and they will accept your connection like a Facebook request. Once they accept it, you just go to their profile and you'll see contact info. You click on that, you'll see their phone numbers, their email IDs, the birthdays, everything. So you can just copy their email IDs and keep on writing them. Just gather their 10-20 employees and that's it. Then just keep on targeting them. So this is also a very good way to, just keep on gathering little emails. There is no point, right, sending 10,000 people's daily and you're just receiving victims back. It's not, I think, a practical way. Rather than you just sending 20 emails per day to a quality people and you're getting to them, victims per day, I think it's a more success rate because you're actually targeting the exact person you want to target. So the second thing is gathering the random emails. Now, what is random emails? There are some softwares which gathers emails for us where you can just fill into like a business, Alibaba, real estate, doctors, and it will, keep on finding the emails for you all across the globe. Maybe someone from China, a doctor, maybe someone from US, a doctor email. So it will not be a specific company or it will not be a specific country. So their success rate could be less because you're actually, gathering required or unrequired. Every type of emails would be there. Quality emails, non-quality emails, everything would be a mixture. But it's an easy process. You're getting the emails simply without any hassle, without any work. So how we do that even? We have a software in your toolkit, email extractor. We just have to install it. Before that, you have to install Microsoft.NET Framework, which is also there in your toolkit. And I already have it. So I repair the application. Next. But you just have to install it. Okay, I do not run. Finish. Because I have to copy the crack and go to C drive, program files, email extractor, and I paste it. Copy and replace. It's finally cracked. It's a full version now. So I'll run the tool. And here you have a search bar where you can type maybe Alibaba, real estate, maybe doctors, anything you want, and start search. Now, as much time you'll keep this software running on, as much emails it will start gathering. So if you see, it started gathering quality emails. These all are the business people linked with Alibaba. It's trying to fetch more. As you can see, 27 gathered till now. Can you see info sales at the rate? All are business people linked with Alibaba. Very nice, this one as well. And if you see, source is all Alibaba.com because Alibaba is a business website. 29 now. So anytime you can stop, as much time you'll keep it running, as much more results you'll get. So after that, you can save them. Text, email, and finish. That's it. And if you open it in the Notepad++, you'll see your emails. Export. Third way is that you just buy a targeted company emails. These are the websites, basically, who sells the targeted company emails, specific country, specific company even. So you just open it. Any of the websites like reachgulfbusiness.com, they have a pricing tab. If you go to the pricing, and you'll see the all Middle East emails, $300. And they have 100,000 emails of that. Only UAE emails, $200. Saudi Arabia emails, $90. So they have a listing. As much emails you buy, as much you pay the cost. Simple. So I hope you got an idea regarding all the 3 methods through which you can, gather the emails by one, through that email extractor software as well, or by the buying of the emails as well. And once you have the emails, then we use a good SMTP server, which can deliver your Trojans, your phishing links to them in their inbox, through which you'll be able to send 100,000 emails per day at SMTP, which we'll discuss in the later on series. And you're ready to send. So I hope you liked the video, and thank you for watching. Welcome to Black Hat Hacking Series. So in this video, we're going to discuss about the catfishing. Catfishing is the only topic basically which every Nigerian is aware about, or maybe they have done it once in their life. What is chat there. So once you speak with them, you create accounts basically with the US IP because you're registering as a US citizen. If you register as a Nigerian citizen, African citizen, the woman would not like to speak with you. And if you're creating accounts with the US IP, you have to keep it opening from a same IP from a US IP so that the website will not block your account because there are so many scams. So even website people, they want to make it safe, as much safe for their customers, for the women, for the US citizens. And I think so for this one, even the socks are more safer because you are going through a residential IP. That's why and if you're going from a particular US IP from a residential IP through the socks, it would be more easier for the websites to trust you and your account would be more active for a more longer period of time. So now what do you do is basically you speak with women there, you register there, you pay even for a premium membership, you speak with women, you take them into the confidence, and then you ask for some money. She gives you some money, maybe you take her into so much confidence that you love, that's why she pays you, or maybe you just ask her that I am very rich and my money struck somewhere and I need just some money for the credit, and I'll return you back after some time. So it depends upon person to person, like how they make them fool and then they retrieves money from them. So this all about the dating. And if you just write on Google Christian singles, you'll see so much of websites where you can have registration and you can speak with them. Like there's also one, this, Zook.com even, and the Match.com as well. That's very popular ones. Rest, you'll find on your own even. Now, chatting is not the only thing which they can, use to take them in the confidence. As so much frauds are increasing, the women do not trust much. So maybe she'll be suspecting that you're not from a US citizen, or maybe you're asking money because you're not even love. I think you're just doing it for the frauds. So she can suspect. That's why the people nowadays use some more additional techniques while in the catfishing to take the woman into the confidence. And that ones are the fake websites. So what type of fake websites they use? First of them are like fake bank websites. So in the fake bank websites, what they do is they create a relevant name. They register a domain like amagiebanks.com. The real one is maybe amagiebank.com, and they purchase a domain with like amagiebanks.com, which is a fake bank website. Then they develop a fake bank website over it, which have a login section, which have a credit card section, which have so many pages so that it should look real. And then they create a fake profile in that with the name of maybe Richard Daniels. And with the Richard person, they create a profile, they show his picture, complete address, and shows like $1 million in that. And once the person speaks with the woman, he shows that, okay, I have a bank account on this website. This is a bank maybe in the UK or somewhere, or in France maybe, and you can check my profile. He gives his username and password to log in, and the woman logs in with his specific username and password without knowing that it's a fake bank website. She thinks that this is a real bank, and she sees that, oh my God, after logging in, it's $1 million the person is having. But then the person says, can you see how much money I have, but I'm not able to withdraw? Because some issue came up or like any excuse they give up. And then they says that I'm able to withdraw basically if I pay them 10% fee to the bank, they will let me to, because I have not paid some of the dues or something, so I need to pay them 10% of my amount so that I can withdraw all my $1 million. Then the woman says, okay, I'll help you for that. She agrees and she pays. Like, okay, let me give you $100,000. And once you pays, the person goes away. So this is just one of the example, basically, that they show some fake websites, take the woman into the confidence. They also make some type of business website in which you create a page of board of members in which you also list the same person as Mr. Richards, with a complete profile, and you also send your business website to the woman so that she sees that on your business website as well, the same person with the same picture have a profile listed, and on the back, a website even. Once she logins with your username and password, she sees the same picture, same address, and with $1 million in that. Once she sees both websites of a business site and a fake bank website, she agrees that yes, the person is real and he has the money. And then she will not suspect, and she gives the money to the person. So the fake bank websites are very useful while in the dating, which they use to make women fool. Now there are a lot of other types of fake bank websites which are used nowadays. Let me give you the example of them, which are not related to catfishing only, but they can be used for other perspective as well. Let's see. So one of them is like this hardageconstructions.com. This is like a constructions company, but it's a fake website. Go to their careers. You'll see that they have some jobs opening. Like, what they do is, like, the first select a country to target, like Panama, or maybe US. Then they just collect emails of that specific country of maybe US or Panama, and then they send an email by this cartageconstructions.com that we have a job openings, and anyone who want to apply, please apply, where the personnel fills everything, and then he submits the entry. And once they receive the people who are already trusted in, they call them. That okay will give you the job. Basically, you have to provide your bank account in which we are sending you some money, which you have to pay out to one of our customer in Panama. So the person thinks that if you refuse, they'll not give him the job, so he agrees, okay, and I'll do the job for you. He gives you a bank account. You make him a wire transfer through a hacked bank account which you have hacked in the past. And the person receives money, and then the person sends you money from the Western Union or from any way you receive from that person who is applying for the job. So the point is that you're paying a job seeker a fraud money, and the person withdraws it and pays you the clean money. There are also something related to real estate scams. There are so many US-based websites in which people can buy, sell the properties, houses, like Zillow.com, the Relator.com. Like even you can see a map, even Century 21, that which property costs how much. Then you speak with people. Like, can you say there is a contact button and you can speak with the seller that, okay, I'm interested to buy, and he sends him the quotation, okay, I'm only pay that much price, which I'm sending in the PDF. Once the person opens your file, you get his complete computer control. Then you say, okay, I'm no longer interested. But once the person deals with someone else, and he's selling to someone the property, and then he sends him his bank details, he jumps into the transaction and you sends your own details to the second side from his computer. That, okay, I'm willing to sell my property from his computer, and I want the money to be received in this bank account, which a hacker owns it, not the seller. Buyer basically pays into a different bank which hacker is providing. After that, they both keeps on fighting. The buyer says, I have paid. The seller says, I have not received it. So this type of things has also run away. There is also scams related to binary investments. Binary options investments, I would say, where people make a fake website for the investments, and then they just target US people that by just investing $100, $200, we have some investment schemes which always go up, never goes down, and you can just try with even $100. So $100 is not a big amount. They gets interested and they just invest it, and then you just keep on showing daily the graph that now their money's increased to 150, now it's increased to 500, now it's increased to 10,000. So they gets very happy, and then they pay you a little pay more so that it greases more. And once the point it shows 1 million or 100,000, the person says that I want to withdraw it, and then you say that we have a company policy that if you want you withdraw the whole money, you have to pay the 10% of it. And that's why they increase it up to 1 million, because 10% of a 1 million would be like $100,000. The person agrees, okay, he pays you 100,000, and then you run away. That's also some type of binary schemes people use it. There's also like some type of fake courier websites people make. That personal couriers, like if you want to send some diamonds, some precious things to some another country, maybe from US to France or somewhere, that you just call them, they come to you at your house, they collect everything very safely, because it's so precious that you do not need to even come to us, it will come to you and collect, and they'll give you a tracking number, a fake tracking number. You keep on tracking that, where it have reached, you keep in showing them some tracking for a week, and the last you just show them, caught by custom. And you have to pay 50% of the price in the cash, only then this, the order would be released, and the person fears it and steps backward and leaves everything to go away. And actually you haven't sent it somewhere and you keeps the diamonds in your pocket. So this type of fake bank websites, fake career sites, fake construction sites are being used a lot by the scammers basically. So if you also want to develop these type of websites, your own quality phishing pages, you could also go on in our second series of web designing and phishing, which is very soon going to start after finishing this Black Hat series. So I hope you like the video, and thank you for watching.